Hey everybody, as always, welcome back to the channel. So in this episode, I'm going to show you how I'm going to install a TeamZ Chrome Ollie 8-point cage into my Fox body. As with all my videos, I will put a link in the description to where you can get the cage if you like it and if you like the process. So let's get started and see what we got to do. So I'll show you guys kind of where I'm starting at. So I've already got the main hoop tacked in with the kicker bars just tacked in. I cut those holes out. This is just sheet metal laying here. So when I'm done basically welding the top of the cage and doing all that, I can drop it down. I can cut these tacks off, drop it down, weld the top, and then bring it back up and set this back up. So where I'm at, I've got the main hoop tacked in. So what I'm doing now is I've got the rear bars tacked in as well. I'll show you that. But what I'm doing right now is I've got this ratchet strap so I can pull this A-pillar bar in so I can make a mark of where I'm going to cut for my kicker bar to make sure the door bar fits all the way. I've got to bring it in just a little bit more, but I wanted to do that because each car is a little bit different, and mine ended up being a slightly off of the measurements TeamZ gave. But again, that's my car, so that's what I'm doing with that. So I'm bringing it in so I can make those cuts and start putting this kicker bar in so the roll cage can go to it. I've got to bring it in just a hair more, but cage fits pretty good so far. And I'll show you the back bars. So I've got these bars laid in. I had to cut out this piece, and there's a lot more cutting down here you're gonna have to do. But as you can see right here, so I marked the middle of the bar, and then I went 13 inches out because TeamZ calls for this kit. These bars need to be 26 inches apart. So I made that mark, went out 13 inches, and then I tacked these bars in so they're 26 inches apart. So when you do when I do the triangulation bars, they should line up pretty good. When I did this, I made sure, that it was level, front to back, left to right, up to down, all that, and then I tacked it in. So what I'm going to end up doing is once I get the cage in, I'm going to weld this all the way around, and then bust the tacks down there again and drop it down. And then once I bring it back up, all I have to do is move it back to where I scribed around the plates that I welded to the frame. So I've got these in, and I've got them tacked in the top up there so the cage doesn't move back to front. All I got to do is make sure the A-pillar bars fit in where I want them. And I'm going to probably do the other side. I'm going to cut this side first and get that kicker bar in, and then I'll start on the other side. So that's where I'm at with the cage. All right, kind of show you guys where I'm at. So I put the passenger side on, just tacked it on. So what I learned from that one is I've got this one laid in here. It's just sitting in there. So what I'm doing is putting these ratchet straps on to draw this bottom in so the door bar fits, and I can show you that. So I draw it into the door bar fits like I want it to, and then I lay this kicker right here, and I'll trace around each side of it, and that tells me exactly where I need to cut the floorboard for that kicker. If you just put the bars in and kind of weld them where they're at, for mine, they were too far apart, so I had to draw them in or the door bar wouldn't fit. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna outline this basically kicker bar, and then that's where I'm gonna cut and then weld my plate and all that too for that kicker, so this can weld to it. So that's how I'm doing that. I'll go ahead and trace it, get it cut out, and then start back on this driver's side A-pillar. All right, so it's been about a month and a half since I did a lot of this, since it's been a couple seconds for you guys, but about a month and a half. So I had to order a new headliner, so I had to wait for the headliner to come in. I just installed it. So to kind of recap of what I did during that time. So I went ahead and welded in the A-pillar bar and this top bar along with the seat back bar. So I went ahead and welded those on, and then I dropped, you can see through the hole in the floor down there, I dropped the cage down so I could weld the tops of these bars. So once I dropped it down, that was the whole waiting process. I've got the kicker bars welded in. And now what I'm doing is I went ahead and put welded the kicker bars in, and now I've got the cage sitting in, and I'm using these ratchet straps to draw it in a little bit. I've got to move it around so I actually have, so I can weld all the way around this. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna have to put a level on it and do all that to make sure it's sitting where it was before, which I know it is. And then weld the main hoop in, and then I'll put another ratchet strap across to weld, draw these A-pillar bars in so I can weld them to these, subframe kickers. So that's where I'm at. I'll kind of show you guys one thing I really like about this cage. So not knocking any other cage companies, but you have normally where this A-pillar bar welds in, you'll have the back bars back here that kind of weld in right here. I like that this is basically a continuous bar almost, where they both weld together. I like that. You can see it on that other side. I like that feature of this bar where these weld here and these are not like over here where sometimes you see that. So that's what I like about it. And then you have a lot of these other bars that we'll see that come around from back here all the way over there that are almost a continuous bar. So that's where I'm at. I'll go ahead and get this main hoop tacked in, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I've got the main hoop tacked in. So what you can see here now is I'm using a ratchet strap to draw that bar in, and then I'm kind of putting a ratchet strap across to the other main hoop over there to draw it a little bit in, so I can get around it from the rocker or the side here. So I've got it about where I want it, so I'm going to go ahead and get that tacked in, and I'll go ahead and do this same ratchet strap on the other side. So that's where I'm at. I'll do that real quick and then we'll go from there. All right, so I've got these kicker bars tacked in. They're kind of self-explanatory. It goes about to the middle of the kicker and then back here. I've got the other one laying in over there, and I'm gonna go ahead and get it tacked in. All right, so where I'm at right now, so I've got all this stuff tacked in, as you can see. So I've got the door bar. I'm gonna wait to actually weld the door bars in after I get the interior all in. But I've got the door bar kind of taped so it's sitting right where I want it, because these mini tub triangulation bars. So I've already got the back one back here on. As you can see, it's leveled out and I've got it tacked in. So the reason I have this like this is because these triangulation bars weld at the same point as you're going to put your door bar, and then they equal, if you look back there, it's almost one continuous bar all the way around. So that's what I'm setting up right now. I'm going to get this tacked in, and then we'll do the other side and go from there. All right, so you can see I've got the triangulation bars in. And again, I'm not putting the door bars in yet because I'm gonna wait till I get the interior in. So I've got everything pretty much tack welded in. The last thing I have to do is the dash bar, and that's gonna be a pain in the ass. But so far, this has been a really, really phenomenal fitting cage. Can't say enough. But I'll go ahead and get the dash bar in, and then we'll go from there. Well, I got the dash bar in, and it's level. It actually was easier than I thought. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it tack welded in, and pretty much the cage should be done, like I said, besides the door bars. But I'm gonna wait till I get my interior back in because I don't want to crawl over those things. But I'll go ahead and get it tacked in. Well, I got the dash bar tacked in, so pretty much done with the cage. I just got to get everything fully welded in. The only things I didn't show you guys was like this upper bar. I just made sure, you know, it was square and parallel, and then same thing with the seat back bar. I made sure that it was basically put a level on it, make sure it was straight, and it was parallel. So all in all, it's been a really good cage. Been a really easy install. So I hope you enjoyed that installation process. It was kind of the cliff notes. If there's anything you didn't see and you want me to explain further, please let me know. And as always, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel because there's more to come. I just received my level 5 FTI Turbo 400, And pretty soon, I'm guessing probably the next week, I should be receiving my On3 Performance Coyote Swap Fox single turbo kit. So if that's something you're looking at buying, I will be doing a install video of that. So stay tuned. Thanks again.